So today I'm going to talk about the answer to every question. Well, this is the intuitive answer to every question. And so the answer to every question is, it depends. Now this is a very different answer to what you were taught at school, where you were taught that some answers are right and some answers are wrong. For example, that 1 + 1 = 2. Well, so that is how your left brain thinks, and that's how you were taught to think in terms of right and wrong. Well, of course, when you're looking at individual units or individual values, well, yeah, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. But in an intuitive sense, when we're looking at the pattern and the context of the answer, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2. So if you've got one person and the reflection of that person, well, from one point of view, that's like two people, but really it's just one person. So in that case, 1 + 1 = 1. And what if you've got two people, like a couple? So you've got 1 + 1, sure, it = 2, but then over time, it can come to mean that 1 + 1 = 3 or 4 or 6, depending on how many kids they end up having. So by looking at the pattern, by looking at how things are aligned, this is what intuitive thinking is all about. It's looking at, well, okay, so if the answer is it depends, what does it depend on? Because when we look at what the answer does depend on, we're looking at the context. We're not looking at what's inside the box. We're looking at, well, what kind of box does our answer fit into? And this can teach us a whole lot of things. So actually, this has got a lot to do with the 3 different levels of thinking, which I'm going to talk a little bit more in another video. So remember, I put these videos up weekly, so if you want to get them as soon as they're uploaded, hit that subscribe button. And remember, when someone asks you a question, you can always say, it depends. It'll give you a little bit of time to think about your answer, and then just think about, well, under what circumstances would the answer, or what would be workable, how would that change? How would that vary? And I'm going to talk more about the different levels of thinking in another video. And so until then, choose to be brilliant.